And we're actually here today because we need young people coming into the business. If you actually look around the room, I mean, you've got Peter, you've got Andy, I mean, they've come out, they're at the other side, they've been successful. We need young people to come into the business now. We're offering you a career in poultry. And we can also offer, if you go to Aviogen and some of the other companies, they'll actually offer you as marketing, as sales, but some of the companies here are purely agricultural, we're actually looking for processing. We're looking for the future farm managers, area managers and senior managers from you guys.
Last week on television, 7 billion people on the planet. Last year I gave this talk and there was 6.9 billion. And we estimated there was 1 million people a week either dying or being born extra. Well, let's overprove that, because there's actually more. So if we look now in 2050, they are estimated, which is within the Times this week, they're estimating 10 billion people on the planet by 2050. How are we going to feed them? Chicken. Poultry. This is the only way we can feed them.
I started off with an induction, so I went through the stages of the company, went through rearing, breeding, hatchery, broilers, and then I went through into Hereford then to do accounts, planning, the labs, the feed mill, and then from that then on I've been in the hatchery doing a project on chick quality. It's really enjoyable, it's great to go into a different industry that I didn't think I'd go into, learn new skills, so it's great to be learning at the same time as being in the workplace.
I'm not from a poultry background, I'm from a family farm like beef and arable, and I thought I wanted something to broaden my horizons with, and I thought why not? They sell it very well in the whole saying it's a new industry, so it's only going to grow, so I thought why not? I'd say definitely be confident and come out your comfort zone, because it's all well and good being in what you're comfortable with, sat on the tractor or whatever, or sat in the dairy parlour, but it's definitely good to see something new. You'll travel with them and you'll have a good time. I'm in final year at Harper now, come back in September. Really enjoying it. I thought I wouldn't have to placement because I was so used to working and earning a bit of money, but I've settled in now and decided to do my dissertation on poultry as well, so it's working with poultry on placement. So the dissertation is basically, I'm looking at the relationship between litter quality and foot pad dermatitis in broiler chickens, as I spent a lot of my time on placement working with broiler chickens and done previous projects on broiler chickens. So I think advice for any students wanting to do a placement with poultry is just, if you don't have any interest in them or any background, just give it a go, because I wasn't sure how it was going to pan out at all. I thought, I'm definitely a sheep person, but as it turns out, I really enjoyed it, and I think it's definitely worth it. There's a lot of opportunities. Just give something new a go, and you'll probably like it.
For my placement year, I was based at the Telford site, which is one of their production sites. I did a mixture of sort of project work and a day-to-day role. So my project work was a project in the factory at Telford, looking at different efficiencies and how they could try to do things a bit more efficiently in one of the areas of the factory. So I was quite in the factory a lot for that, as well as office-based. And then for my day-to-day role, I was responsible for the planning of the Asda barbecue range products, which was subcontracted out to a third-party company. So I did the day-to-day planning for that, and I was the central contact point for the third-party company. So I raised all the paperwork, the purchase orders, etc. Sort of organised the product delivery and collections and things like that, really. No, yeah, it was a really good year for me. I think I got a lot out of it personally, and I learned a lot about the poultry industry because I didn't know anything about that to start with. So it was a really good experience for me. And I got the opportunity to stay on over the summer as well. So I did about 15 months in total.